Here I have taught you the normality, concentration unit to represent concentration unit of solution and the numerical based on normality. Now I am taking my next topic here, relation between normality and molarity. Normality and molarity. You know very well, normality is represented by N and molarity is represented by M. So, the relation for acids, the relation will be normality is equal to molarity into basicity. What does it mean? Basicity means number of replaceable H positive ions. Number of replaceable H positive ions, basicity. It will be multiplied by basicity. Similarly, for base, normality equal to molarity into acidity. Molarity into acidity. What does it mean? Acidity means number of replaceable OH negative ions. Number of replaceable OH negative ions. So, these are the two formula with the help of which we can calculate normality into molarity. We can convert normality into molarity or molarity into normality. I am taking an example here. Calculate molarity of 0.3 m H2SO 3N H2SO4 solution. H2SO4 की जो नॉर्मलिटी है वो 0.3 दी हुई है एंड हमें कैलकुलेट करना है उसकी मोलरिटी. सो वी विल सिंपली अप्लाई दिस फॉर्मूला हियर. नॉर्मलिटी इज इक्वल टू मोलरिटी इनटू बेसिसिटी. नाउ व्हाट इज नॉर्मलिटी? 0.3 is equal to m into basicity. What is the basicity of H2SO4? That is 2. So 0.3 divided by 2 is equal to molarity. So it will be equal to 0.15. In this way we can convert normality into molarity and molarity into basicity, and this is the required relation between normality and molarity. If you want to convert normality into molarity in case of acid, the formula will be normality equal to molarity into basicity, means number of replaceable H positive ions. Similarly, for the base, the formula will be normality equal to molarity multiplied by acidity, means the number of replaceable OH negative ion. And one example I have taken here. We have a H2SO4 solution whose normality is 0.3 and we have to calculate its molarity. So H2SO4 in an acid is an acid. So the formula will be normality equal to molarity into basicity. We know that the basicity of H2SO4 is 2. So the 0.3 will be divided by 2. So molarity will be 0.15. In this way we can convert normality into molarity or vice versa. Now our next unit to represent concentration of solution. Our next unit to represent concentration of solution is parts per million. Parts per million, that is ppm. Parts per million, that is ppm. You know very well 1 million equal to 10 to the power 6. What do you mean by parts per million? This concentration term is used when the quantity of solute is present in very small amount. Only few traces of solute is present in the solution. At that time, to represent the concentration of solute in the solution, we will use parts per million, this concentration unit. Parts per million is a concentration unit to represent the concentration of solute when it is present in few traces or small traces. So what will be the definition of parts per million? The definition of parts per million, it is number of parts of solute present in gram present in per million parts of solution. Per million part of solution. Keep one thing in mind, with the help of this unit we can represent concentration of solute. So the definition will be only for solute, and when solute, few traces of solute or a very small quantity of solute is present in solution. For example, aquatic animals use dissolved oxygen in the water. So there oxygen is present in very small quantity. So the oxygen concentration will be represented in terms of ppm. Concentration of oxygen will be represented in terms of ppm. Are you getting my point or not? What I am saying here, for example, the aquatic animals use oxygen dissolved in water for the respiration. So the quantity of oxygen in water is very less. So there the concentration of oxygen will be represented in terms of ppm. So the what will be the definition of parts per million? You know very well 1 million means 10 to the power 6. So what will be the definition of parts per million? It is the number of parts of solute in gram present in per million parts of the solution. So what will be the formula for ppm? ppm equal to mass of solution, mass of solute divided by mass of solution multiplied by, we are talking about millions, so we will multiply here by 10 to the power 6. We are talking in millions, so we will multiply here 10 to the power 6. So this is the required formula for the calculation of parts per million, or to represent the concentration of solute in parts per million. This is the unit, another unit to represent the concentration of solution. Now I am coming to the next unit, that is mole fraction. Another unit is mole fraction. Mole fraction is represented by x. Mole fraction is represented by x. What do you mean by mole fraction? I have taught you in my previous lectures that solution has two components, solute and solvent. And if anybody asks you how many moles of solution are there, so what will we do? We will sum up the number of moles of solute plus number of moles of solvent, so that will be the total number of moles present in the solution. So in case of mole fraction, we will require number of moles of solute and solvent. So what will be the definition of mole fraction? Mole fraction, it is the ratio of number of moles of solute to total number of moles of solvent. So total number of moles of solution. What will be the definition of mole fraction? It is the number of moles, it is the ratio of number of moles of either solute or solvent to total number of moles present in the solution. So this will be the definition of the mole fraction. It is number of moles of solute or solvent present in number of moles of solute or solvent TO2, total number of moles of solution, total number of moles of solution. This will be the definition of mole fraction, which is represented by x. Mole fraction has no unit. It has no unit. Why? It does not have any unit, because it is a ratio, and ratio does not have any unit. Mole fraction does not have any unit. It has no unit. Why? Because it is the ratio. Why? It is the ratio. So if you want to calculate the mole fraction of solute or mole fraction of solvent, so what will be our formula? Mole fraction of solute, it will be represented by x, b for solute here. So number of moles of solute divided by total number of moles of solution, Now you know very well, in solution there are two components. So number of moles of solute means xb equal to number of moles of solute matlab nb, and total number of moles of solution means number of moles of solvent plus number of moles of solute. So with the help of this formula we can calculate the mole fraction of the solute. Once again I am going to repeat definition of mole fraction. Mole fraction, what is mole fraction? It is the ratio of number of moles of either solute or solvent to the total number of moles present in the solution. it has no unit because it is a ratio and it is represented by x. If we want to calculate mole fraction of the solute, so what will be the formula? Mole fraction of solute is represented by xB. Here B is using for solute and A is using for solvent. So mole fraction of solute will be equal to number of moles of solute divided by total number of moles of solution. Now xB equal to number of moles of solute is represented by NB and total number of moles of solution will be represented by Na plus Nb. Here Na is number of moles of solvent and Nb is number of moles of solute. Together is total number of moles of solution. So in this way we can calculate the mole fraction of solute. Now if we want to calculate mole fraction of solvent, if we want to calculate mole fraction of solvent, so what will be our formula? Mole fraction of solvent means XA. A for solvent here is equal to number of moles of solvent divided by total number of moles of solution, means sum of number of moles of solvent and solute. Here XA is mole fraction of solute, Na is number of moles of solvent, Na is number of moles of solvent and Nb is number of moles of solute, and together is total number of moles of solution. So in this way we can calculate mole fraction of solvent. One more formula to calculate the mole fraction of solvent. In any solution, mole fraction of solvent plus mole fraction of solute, sum is equal to 1. Sum of mole fraction of solvent and mole fraction of solute is equal to 1. So if we calculate any mole fraction of any one component, suppose we have calculated mole fraction of solute, so we can find out XA 1 minus XB. Or if we have calculated mole fraction of solvent, so we can calculate XB 1 minus XA. So either of any one component we can calculate the mole fraction and then subtract it from 1, so we will get the mole fraction of another component. So this is the mole fraction, which is the one more unit to represent the concentration of the solution. Now our next unit is formality. One more unit is formality. Formality, that is represented by F. Now it is similar to that of the molarity. What is formality? Formality is similar to that of the molarity. How does it different? Formality is calculated by taking the formula unit mass of the solute. Formula unit mass, what does it mean? For example, if anybody asks us is oxalic acid. Oxalic acid. So there are two formulas of oxalic acid. One is COOH, single bond COOH. There is no water molecule, so it is anhydrous oxalic acid. Anhydrous oxalic acid. Anhydrous oxalic acid, and its molecular mass, its formula mass will be 90. Its formula mass will be 90. And whenever we will take formula mass 90, then molarity will be different. Similarly, oxalic acid, another formula COOH, single bond COOH dot 2H2O. Here two molecules of water of crystallization is present. So we will call it hydrated oxalic acid. Hydrated oxalic acid, and its formula mass is 126. Its formula mass is 126. So definitely whenever we calculate, we will take molar mass 126, so then molarity will be different. So what do you mean by formality? It is just similar to that of the molarity, but here we will calculate it with the help of formula mass. What is the formula of the solute, according to which we will take the molecular mass and then we will calculate the formality. So what will be the definition of formality? It is the number of gram formula moles of solute. It is number of gram formula moles of solute present in per kg of per liter of solution, per liter of solution. Generally, this concentration unit is used when ionic compounds like NaCl, KCl, CaCl means those compounds which are able to dissociate into ions. Such compounds are known as the ionic compounds. So, this unit is generally used when ionic compound is used to make a solution. Under such condition, we will consider the formality as a concentration unit. So, what will be the formula for the formality? It will be mass of solute divided by formula mass of solute, formula mass of solute multiplied by volume of solution in liter, volume of solution in liter. So with the help of this formula we can calculate formality. It is represented by F, and when will you use the formality? We will use formality when ionic compounds act as a solute in solution. Why? Because ionic compounds have tendency to get dissociated into ions. So in such case we will consider the formula mass. So what is the definition of formality? It is the number of gram formula moles of the solute present in per liter of the solution, and this is called formality. So these were the units to represent the concentration of solution. Once again I am repeating the whole name of the units. First unit I have taken mass percentage, another unit I have taken volume percentage, third unit I have taken is molality, normality, formality, parts per million and mole fraction, and the last unit is Demal unit. It is not a unit, is not no definition. Demal unit is simple related to the temperature. Demal unit, it is represented by D. Demal unit, it is represented by D. It is nothing, it is molarity, but when the molarity of any solution is calculated at 0 degree Celsius, then the concentration is represented in terms of D. If the concentration, molar solution concentration will be Demal concentration. What does it mean? Demal unit is nothing or no other unit. It is the molarity of the solution, but it is calculated at 0 degree Celsius. Whenever we kept any molar solution at 0 degree Celsius, then its concentration will be represented in terms of Demal. So what will be the definition of Demal unit? It is the molarity of a solution. It is the molarity of a solution which is calculated at 0 degree Celsius, which is calculated at 0 degree Celsius. So, and it is represented by D. So, Demal unit is none of the other unit. It's the molarity. But when the molarity of any solution is calculated at 0 degree Celsius, so the molarity in place of M, we will write D, and D for Demal unit. So there are 10 units to represent the concentration of solution which I have taught in my all lecture. The first unit is mass percentage, second is volume percentage, third is molarity, normality, mole fraction, parts per million, formality, Demal unit. So all these are the units which can be used to represent the concentration of a solution. Now this is sufficient for today. Thank you very much.